Welcome back, Nucci. Looking tan. Hey. What's up, guys? Welcome to Neighborhood Picks. Like and subscribe. And, hey, it's good to be back. I felt like I've been gone a year. It's only been a week, but it's good to be talking to you guys again and getting back on our wagon here. Real quick, we're going to go over Josh Gordon going to Kansas City. We're going to go over Russell Wilson and his update, out 4 to 8 weeks. The Tom and Bill battle. Staying away from shit games, a little strategy. We're going to touch on the NBA. But first, I want to talk about the big night, Saturday night, the heavyweight championship of the world. Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury actually beat him twice. Everybody knows that. He beat him 10 out of 12 rounds. And even in the first fight, Wilder knocked Fury down. We know that. Fury got up and won the round. The round that we all thought Fury was dead, he got up and won the round and beat the shit out of Wilder. The second fight, he obliterated him. He made an excuse that the gloves were tampered. Then his costume was 60 pounds and it would weigh his legs down. He blamed everybody. The trainer, he fired Mark Breland, a great guy from New York. Mark Breland, legend. Fired Mark Breland for throwing the towel in. Anyway, part 3, tomorrow. There's a lot of stuff going on. Fury, it's been a little bit of a bumpy ride. He's got things going on in his life. The birth of a child. There was some things going on over there. Not really, I think that he should get past Wilder because he's the better boxer. Deontay Wilder can't outbox Tyson Fury to win. He's got to knock him out. So, can he? Yeah. So that's why it's going to be a great fight. I just can't wait to tune in. Tomorrow, I'll be reporting on exactly how that fight went down. I'm going to go out and watch it, and I'm going to be reporting on exactly how it went down. Because there's a lot of Fury fans, there's a lot of Wilder fans, and I noticed they're both biased. So I'm going to watch this just as a boxing fan and tell you how it went down. NBA, about to get cooking up. I saw Steve Nash talking. Steve, you're looking a little frail. Hit the weights, bud. Is it me? Has anybody else noticed that Nash is looking like a little extra frail? He's gotta like do a little weight training. I don't know, man. I think Nash is going a little too vegan. He needs a steak. Kyrie, he's gonna be an astronaut soon. I don't know what he's doing. Is anybody else exhausted of Kyrie? I'm just exhausted. He's exhausted me. From when he went to Boston, when he wanted out, he wanted away from LeBron James. Then he went to Boston. They didn't like him. Now he's like a rocket scientist all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. But NFL now, I'm going to do my weekly picks, but there's a couple things I want to talk about. Josh Gordon on Kansas City. That could be the missing piece. They're missing that third pass catcher. Kelsey, the best. Hill, tremendous. Mecole Hardman's not cutting it. These other guys are just not cutting it. You know how many times I had Mecole Hardman over 33 yards on player props in the last year? Like 7. You know how many times I lost? 7. I'm starting to realize that Mecole Hardman is not the answer. Just from more body weight. He's never popping off. It's got to be him. Mahomes is the best. Everybody else is doing good. Josh Gordon, as long as he didn't run out of the talent, he's only 30. I think that's going to be big. Speaking of talent, that little bastard, Desean Jackson, cost me in fantasy last night because he ran out of gas. 34 years old. He's still young. Just running off pure skill. Stafford hit him on that pass. Desean Jackson in his prime, cuts across, goes into the end zone. He ran out of gas. You know how I know? I know that feeling. He ran out. He had nothing left. His legs were like, I'm done. And he had to go out of bounds. But a pro athlete, only 34, should be ashamed of himself. I think Josh Gordon's the missing piece. Russell Wilson out 4 to 8 weeks. That's tough. Seattle's going to go with Geno now? Why can't somebody bring Cam Newton in? I know that Deshaun Watson is the big name, but why can't Seattle bring in Cam? I don't know. Last week with Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, it's like Brady won the battle, but like Belichick won the war, like in a sense. Like everything's been so pro Brady. Even me with my last post that he's gonna break the record. I was drinking the Brady Kool-Aid so much that I think that's a lesson to myself to never. I don't think we should ever try to separate Belichick and Brady and who made who. That's like what they do with Shaq and Kobe. That's bullshit. That's not sports. And shame on me for even talking like that. Bill Belichick and Tom Brady did something that we'll never see again probably. And they did it for 20 years. And Tom Brady went and won a Super Bowl. And Belichick threw that defense at Brady, and for that performance alone shows us how good Bill Belichick really is as a coach. So that's what I'll say about that. And I'll put the heat on myself for talking all that shit. Yeah, so there's a lot going on. We're going to go over the picks. I'm going to go over all the games. And remember, I'm not a professional handicapper, and I always preach, be smart. Don't bet. If you're betting more than 1% of what you're worth, 0.01%, you're doing it wrong. You got to bet light, have fun. Take a team that you like, you know, and if you're gonna zero in on my best bets, I've been pretty hot this season. So don't just take a peek at something and hang on it on a Wednesday. I always come up with Sunday morning updates. Injuries happen. I think in live time. So always check in on a Sunday. This Sunday, 4 for 5. And Chiefs, Bucks, money line, parlay. It was ugly, but I hit that. I gave that out, so I'm happy. I'm happy to spread that. But we're going to get back into this. We're going to have fun. And welcome to Neighborhood Picks. Like and subscribe, and let's get going. We got a good weekend.